Hello YouTubers, my name is LethalGhost, and today we have a video about Mad Max. I know, Mad Max came out in June, and that is precisely why this video is coming out now. Because, if you're thinking about picking up Mad Max, about $20, that's about a decent price to pay for it. It's not that Mad Max is a bad game. It's really not, but it just lacks a lot of depth, and it feels like a game that would be part of a game in another game, if that makes any sense. It really just feels like the whole game feels like a side objective to, say, Far Cry 4 is really what it feels like. But one thing that they did that was really, really good was these storms here. I mean, these storms are gorgeous, and you actually feel like you are in a huge, life-threatening storm. So, they did very good with that. And as you see the lightning crashing down, that looks gorgeous. The explosions in this game look gorgeous. The lightning look gorgeous. A lot of it looks really nice. So the storms look good, and as I said, they're life-threatening. They certainly are, because in these storms there's a lot of wind, there's a lot of debris flying around. The debris can hit your car, can hit you, and of course if it wrecks your car, you have to get out of the car until Chum Bucket can fix it. And that can be very dangerous, especially if you're right out in the open, as I get struck by lightning. But if you would have seen that box flying around, that is a Muthalute box, and that is the reason that you want to be out in these storms. You can get about 300 scrap, sometimes even more, from each box, and there's usually about 3, maybe 4 in every storm. So, other than it looking pretty, there is a very good reason to be out here, because loot is the life of the wasteland. You need loot to upgrade your car, the Magnum Opus, and that's how you get a lot of loot. And what I'm doing here, if you'll notice, I'm in somewhat like a little cave area. I have a very large rock to my right. You can harpoon the Muthalute crate, get behind some cover, and then open it up so you're not exposed to the flying debris and the tornadoes and other things that will try to kill you, especially if you can get something over the top of your head. That's really nice. One of the things that really helps bring this storm to life is just look at all of the sand and the dust. Okay, you can hardly see. You have to rely on your mini-map really to get where you're going. Because one thing that I think is pretty ridiculous about this game is you are going incredibly slowly whenever you're not on the road. I mean, again, the Magnum Opus is supposed to be this beast of a vehicle, right? Even slightly upgraded, you know, it should still be somewhat of a beast, right? But the second that you go off of a road in the wasteland, you are crawling so slow, and it's actually funny, you can go faster in reverse on the sand than you can moving forwards on the sand whenever you're not on a road. That's one thing that's really ridiculous. Okay, this is supposed to be a beast car, yet it can't even reach 20 miles an hour on the sand. And that's one of the pieces to the puzzle that brings this game's value down. Is, you know, again, that it's supposed to be a beast of a car, can't hardly drive off of the sand, but then the centerpiece of Mad Max is car combat. I'll have another video strictly about the car combat, but, you know, for them wanting to do car combat because you need to, because it's Mad Max, that's going to be the centerpiece of it, they didn't really do car combat very well. But again, that is another video. This is just my first one on Mad Max. I'm probably just going to do one more, and that's it. And that's basically the way that you should look at this game. Guys, if you can find it for a really good deal, really cheap, then go ahead and pick it up. Other than that, it's not really worth it because it honestly just does feel like an entire side objective for a bigger game. Again, it's not a bad game, it's just not worth full price. Alright, so that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, and as always, shoot straight, check your six, and stay lethal.